And there we have them. I lined up all of the ships. I actually decided to put them in chronological order, or the order in which we got them. First up, we have the A-Wing. Definitely much better than the promo A-Wing. I kind of wish that they had added this in the promo. I mean, it doesn't affect me too awfully much because I didn't get the promo. But the A-Wing looks amazing. I'm assuming it's supposed to go with Poe. However, that is a Rebel Alliance A-Wing, not a Resistance A-Wing, so that doesn't quite make sense. But whatever. I mean, I suppose you could swap it out for blue parts instead of maroon. And this is Luke's homestead, or the Lars homestead. It looks nice. I'm glad that they finally did something related to it. Doesn't have too awfully much detail. I like that they added the moisture evaporator, that tower thing. It shows the doorways. It just overall does a nice job of it. And then we have the Razor Crest, the solitary Mandalorian gift for this advent calendar. I'm mildly disappointed that they didn't add in like the season 1 Mandalorian, or maybe season 2 Mandalorian. I don't care. They don't have to add the Beskar armor to every Mandalorian product, but they probably could have at least added the Mandalorian, or maybe that mechanic lady. It is a long build, not time-wise, but it is actually a long build. It gets the point across. I wish that they had put something there to cover up the holes, or if they just made this like a piece shorter or something, it wouldn't look so wonky. But it is nice. Then you have yourself... Hold up, I just squished my X-Wing. And I'll get around to why I don't really like the X-Wing. We have the Sith TIE Fighter, also known as the TIE Dagger, which is just a real creative name because of its dagger-like wings. Wow. Anyways, it's supposed to have more red on it because it's supposed to be Sith, but this is it. It's kind of a small build, short, easy to make. I mean, it's just there. I wish that there was such a thing as like a Sith TIE pilots, because that would definitely be a highlight of this advent calendar. Next up, we have Red 5, which I believe it came before Rey did, because she was seen flying it in episode 9. It's just like the Poe Dameron's X-Wing, just a few tiny differences, like the engines or air intakes. I'm not quite sure what those are. And then this piece was changed, and this piece was changed to more modern pieces. I mean, obviously the colors were changed as well. It's nothing too awfully big or important. If anything, they probably could have done like an orange, blue, and gray color scheme for the episode 9 Poe Dameron's X-Wing. Next up, we have a Millennium Falcon, or the Millennium Falcon. The gun's a little weird, and the radar isn't in the right place. It should actually be where this curved piece is, but we're not going to focus on that too much because this is an advent calendar. It's not going to be exact. It's also very pancake style squish and wide, but I kind of like it. It makes it more movie accurate. I know I'm going pretty fast, but here is the episode 1 Counselor frigate. They should have added a clear piece right here for the bridge. I'm not going to be too awfully picky about it. This is actually the first time they did this. I think that they could have added like a clone or something, because these were also used in the Clone Wars. And speaking of the Clone Wars, now we have we have the Lucrehulk. This is also known as the Battle Droid Carrier Ship, or CIS Control Ship, or something like that. This is actually the first time LEGO has ever done this, so I'm really happy that they actually decided to do it. It came with the battle droid. I think it could have came something like with a tactical droid, or maybe General Trench, or something unique and exciting. That probably would have sent it to a 10 out of 10 advent calendar. I mean, for 40 bucks, or if you decided to be a cheapskate and buy it at Walmart like me for 30 bucks, it's worth it if you look at the amount of Lego you get. But really, you can't do anything with the smaller builds unless you try to use them in mocks. And even at that, you'd have to buy multiple advent calendars. That way you can fleet build. But anyways, back to the actual reviews. Here we have the Anakin's Pod Racer. It's kind of bland. Nice color scheme, though. I like how... I don't know, I just like something about it. It's just there, vibing. Well, anyways, on to the next one. There's also the Hoth Snowspeeder with the hint of orange, and then the harpoon gun in the back. I like that they did that, because it just adds a little bit of touch to it, or a little bit of, I don't know, movie accuracy. I really wish they'd done something different with the front, but I guess they can't really, considering that this is an advent calendar, so you can't go into exact detail. I don't know what they could have done differently. It just looks a tad bit odd. How you have two pieces, then one. I mean, I guess that's supposed to simulate it shrinking towards the front. Either way, I don't want to get too nitpicky on these. Then there is the Hoth Shield Generator. As I mentioned in the day that we got this, or received it, I mentioned how it was more movie accurate than the UCS Hoth Power Generators, because there's only 3 of them, and this counts 4. Just a little bit of background info for it. And Vader's Castle. This is actually the last build. It's very impressive. I like it. It gets the shape across. A couple years back, they made the actual Darth Vader's castle. It was a play set, whatever you want to call it. This one is just a nice little mini set. The back is, I want to call it bare, naked. I don't know what you want to call it. It's just a display feature. Unless you want to use this for like a Sith shrine or something in the future. It also comes with a mini Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, like the set came with. And you kind of can clip it together there. If you want to put a clear stud there, that way it looks like it's flying away from this. I don't know, that's just something I added to make it look better. Or to not lose the TIE Fighter. And for the last build, there is the Tauntaun with the red nose, so it's supposed to be like reindeer for any of you who didn't pick it up. I don't know whether to count it as a character or a build. I'm going to count it as a build. But that's it. That is all 24 gifts. I rate it a 9 out of 10. They really could have added like a clone, or maybe a Commander Vaughn, or whatever his name was. One of those Ahsoka Stormtroopers from Season 7. So, thank you for watching. I hope you have a really, really great Christmas to make up for the rest of this year. I'm the Brick Bounty Hunter, out.